Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day, asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge, and your help, we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas.
And I'm Josie Harrison.
I asked Josie to join me today because we have a lot to report to you, a lot of events happening in the animal rescue world in the next few weeks, so we're going to make sure that you have all the information you need so we can help find these dogs and cats a home. Our first event is going to be this weekend, so it's April 20th, and it's at PetSense out on Highway 280 here in Sylacauga. The event is from 9 to 12, and it's another spay-neuter voucher event. So how long are we there, Josie, on Saturday?
We're only there till the vouchers run out.
So we say 9 to 12, but you better get there early. We did run out last year, so we want to make sure that everybody can get a voucher if they need it. And it's just like we did, it wasn't last year, it was just a few months ago. We are fortunate this year to be able to have several voucher sales because the Talladega County Commissioners really saw the need in our area to do what we can to really reduce the number of dogs and cats we have here because we have such a problem with our sparrows and strays. And so they were generous enough to give us the money where we could have this event several times this year. Those vouchers are good for Alabama Spay and Neuter, that's in Irondale. And if you have any questions, please contact Feral Dogs of Avondale. So you can email us at theferaldogsofavondalemil@gmail.com. You can message us on Facebook. You can talk to any of the volunteers that you know. Please don't call PetSense because they are so nice to allow us to have this event there, but they're not running the event. So they unfortunately won't have all of the answers. So make sure you contact us. And the shelter's very busy right now, and so make sure that you don't call the shelter and leave a lot of messages for them either. Please contact us. And you have to have cash or check, and it's for Talladega and Coosa County residents. So make sure you get out there early. Again, it's 9 o'clock at PetSense this Saturday, and we'll have those vouchers. It doesn't matter if you have a male or female cat or dog, all those vouchers are $30, so it's an amazing savings there. And then we've got our next event is going to be on the 27th. So that is also at PetSense, and this is our adoption event. So it's from 9 to 2. Now, Josie, we've got dogs and cats there, and you've been coming out to the shelter quite a bit to volunteer. Some of those dogs that you've met are going to be there. What have you thought about the dogs that you've been able to walk?
I've just loved them all. I've also gave them baths, and they're very sweet, very kind, and I would love for anyone to come and adopt them because that would be very helpful.
Now, our available pet of the week is Lily, and I know you've met Lily at the shelter.
Yes.
So what do you think about Lily?
Lily's very kind, as I said, like all the other dogs, and she's very sweet to others, and you'll never have a bad day with her.
And we got a great picture of her actually at PetSense. We have a volunteer, Ashley Cunningham, who grabbed her for a doggy day out. And so we were able to get her out of the shelter and let her roam around. If you want to see that video, they've got it posted on the Sylacauga Animal Shelter Facebook page, and Ashley's got it on her page. I know a lot of our volunteers have shared it because it's a great opportunity with these doggy day outs. And essentially this adoption event is a doggy day out for all these pups, but it's such a great chance for them to get out of the shelter, for us to see their personalities, for us to be able to see how they interact with the world and give them that opportunity to see the world and see something besides the shelter and the property around it. So if you want to come out to that adoption event, come on out and meet the dogs and the cats. Now we've got cats at PetSense all the time, correct?
Yes.
And I know that you have seen those cats there and visited them some.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all walk in PetSense and want to go and pet all the cats. But we're going to have 2 extra cats there that are from the shelter. And some of our fosters will likely bring some cats because we have such a wonderful foster network for the shelter and for the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. And so we've got kitties everywhere, all over the city that are being fostered. So you'll get an introduction to a lot of different cats along with the ones at PetSense. And all the dogs that are going to be there, all the cats that are going to be there are all fixed. They've had all their shots and they will be ready to go to a family. So get on that shelter Facebook page, check out all the available dogs, and the ones that are fixed are the ones that we'll have there. But if you have another one that you're interested in, we can certainly talk to you about it and get you in the right hands so that you can decide what kind of dog or cat you want for your family. Now, we've got another big event coming. So we've got Mother's Day coming up, and every year Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill has a fundraiser where we're able to get cheesecakes for everybody to give to their mothers. So tell us about those cheesecakes, Josie.
Well, there's strawberry cheesecake, Reese's cheesecake, and turtle cheesecake. There's also 1 dozen strawberries and a sampler platter.
So you can get in the sampler platter, you get all 3 of the sample of all 3 of the cheesecakes, and then you get a few of those strawberries that are nicely decorated. So people love these cheesecakes. Every year, this is one of the biggest fundraisers we have because people are so excited to get them. They're all beautifully decorated, as you can see on those pictures, and it helps support the homeless dogs and cats in this area. So all of that money that we get from the cheesecake sale goes to that. So it's a great thing. So if you want to order those, make sure that you contact Feral Dogs. And again, you can message us through Facebook. You can tag us in the Facebook post. You can send us an email, and the email again is the feraldogsofavondelemill@gmail.com, and we'll get those cheesecakes for you. What is the last day that you can order them, Josie?
You have to order them by May 5th.
So make sure that you remember to get those orders in so that you can have your mom one of those cheesecakes. And I believe we're going to have them ready the day before Mother's Day. So there'll be a pickup that's on the post that you'll know where you need to go and get those cheesecakes. And that will help tremendously. It'll help your mom because she'll love the cheesecake, but it'll also help us raise that money that we need for support of the shelter and support of these the feral and stray cats and dogs in this area. Now, we've filled you full of so much information of what's happening in the animal world, and so we've got all of your events lined up for the next few weeks. But Josie has all kinds of things that she has going on. If you haven't seen Josie around town, she's a majorette. She plays on the tennis team. She is you're a junior beautification council member. She comes and volunteers at the shelter, like we said. But you have an event coming up that we need to talk about.
Yes, the Alabama State Games, and I am an Alabama State Games ambassador. And the Alabama State Games is for all athletes of all ages. And you can pick your choice of your sport. And there are so many sports to compete in, but my sport is tennis. I will be competing in tennis, like I said, but there is soccer, swimming, baseball, and so many more. You can go to alagames.com to register, and there is a full list of all of the sports that you can be in. And this year, over $50,000 in scholarships will be given away just for competing.
Well, that'll be great. I mean, I haven't even heard of Alabama State Games until I was talking to you about it. Where are they held?
They're held all around the city.
Okay.
Like all around Birmingham.
Okay, so just all kinds of different spots in Birmingham.
Yes.
So whatever event you pick, then you're going to go to that area.
Yes.
Now, can everybody come and watch the Alabama State Games?
Everyone can come and watch the Alabama State Games.
And you're raising some money for it, correctly? No, correct? Is there some fundraiser that you're doing for the Alabama State Games?
Yes, I did a fundraiser called the Pumpkin Run, and it was super sweet, and I loved it because I just watched all the people run, and I gave them all of their medals, and I had so much fun there helping out and getting to see all those runners having fun doing their own thing.
Well, that's great. And so, again, when are the Alabama State Games? In June?
Yes, they're June 7th through 9th.
And we can get more information. You've been posting about it on Facebook.
Yes.
Your mom's been posting about it.
Yes.
And then we also can go to the Alabama State Games. Well,
yeah, you can go to alagames.com to find all of the registration and a full list of the sports.
Well, that's great. We'll be able to go out and watch you compete in tennis. And you've got some big things going on in tennis right now also.
Yes.
So you're in the middle of a tournament, correct?
Yes, I'm in the semifinals.
Well, that's great. Congratulations. Now, where's this tournament? You got the second part of it tonight.
Well, the second part of it is at Leeds, I believe.
Okay. Well, good. Well, we hope, we wish you the best, and we know you'll do great in that tournament. And you also, I would like to talk about, because I said all the different things that Josie can do, she's also a very talented singer, because she was in the Alabama Teen Competition. Now, what kind of award did you get there?
I got the non-finalist talent award.
And she did such a beautiful job singing, and we just are impressed with you and appreciate everything that you do, and hope that you influence other young people to get out and do all the things that you do to support the town. We need young people doing that, and we appreciate you supporting the animals too. She's done such a beautiful job coming out and walking dogs. And if you're interested in walking dogs, we got everybody's weekends filled up, but we didn't mention that dog walking is still happening every Saturday at the shelter from 11 to 1. And as Josie mentioned earlier, you can also wash dogs now.
Yes.
We're able to get a dog washing station, and it's been quite the hit, hasn't it?
It has.
Those dogs love it. They come out, and we just put them on a leash and put them on that table and wash them, and they just have the best time walking after that. We let them walk around and get dry and try to avoid all the mud holes and the water that flows by the shelter after that, so they don't get too dirty. But we've got plenty of things for you to do if you want to come out and help at the shelter, or come out to the adoption event in 2 weeks. Get your spay and neuter vouchers this week, and don't forget your cheesecakes. Did we leave anything else out? And also support the Alabama State Games.
Yep.
All right, we've got that information up there one more time about the voucher sale. We'll see everybody this Saturday that needs vouchers. Remember, $30 at PetSense. And we'll have more Daybreak after these messages. Thank you, Josie, for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.